welcome to the Season 3 BFFL Draft. Thank you for all the support the past few seasons, and we look to continue the same support and product on the field as past years. And the Gettysburg Ghosts are officially on the clock, and their pick is in. And with the first pick in the Season 3 BFFL Draft, the Gettysburg Ghosts select Justin White, wide receiver, Rollins College.
With the first overall pick in this draft, the Gettysburg Ghosts made a selection of Justin White. In the war room, we came up with he was the only player in the league that had A+ everything, as in A+ defense, A+ quarterback, and A+ offensive weapon if we need him to be. So he can be the best out of anybody at quarterback, receiver, or defense. So that's why he was the first overall pick, and we can't wait for him to be a Ghost.
And with the second pick in the Season 3 BFFL Draft, the Hunt Valley Hot Dogs select Mason Hart, quarterback, Santa Barbara City College.
All right. So the first round pick of the Hot Dogs, we selected Mason Hart. Why? Because he is a quarterback.
With the third pick in the Season 3 BFFL Draft, the Timonium Flamingos select Kean Callahan, wide receiver, Middlebury College.
I drafted Kean Callahan because he's tall, athletic, plays college football, and he could be very good use for jump balls. And he is a good defensive player, so defense wins championships, and that's what we had problems with last year, so it's going to be a great addition.
And with the fourth pick in the Season 3 BFFL Draft, the Cockeysville Coyotes select Cooper Geisler, wide receiver, James Madison.
With my first overall pick, I took Cooper Geisler, definitely the easiest pick in the draft, the best pick in the draft. He's just an all-around star. He won a JMU intramural flag football champion, so he's got championship blood in his body. That's what we're going for, championship, nothing less. So, welcome aboard, Cooper, to the Cockeysville Coyotes. Let's go.
And with the fifth pick in the Season 3 BFFL Draft, the Parkville Stoats select Benicioso, quarterback, Delaware.
I took Benicioso first round because I need some height on my team. Big defensive and offensive presence in the red zone.
And with the sixth pick in the Season 3 BFFL Draft, the Park Heights Demons select Dom Zingo, wide receiver, Lynchburg. All right, with the Demons' first pick in the draft this year, we took Dom Zingo. Dom Zingo, big, tall receiver, quarterback. He can play both positions. Great defensive player. He was on the Biscuits last year, so sorry to hear that for him. And he had poor winning atmosphere and didn't do that much last year. And, I just looked to bring him in and teach him the winning ways in Park Heights, and because we know how to win. And I think he's a perfect puzzle piece, the starting puzzle piece to our championship run. And I think he'll be the perfect fit for our team this year. And I think that Dom Zingo will just help us lead us to the third championship. Welcome to Park Heights. And with the seventh pick in the Season 3 BFFL Draft, the Bel Air Princess select Ryan Wallace, wide receiver, University of South Carolina.
Ryan Wallace. Now here's a guy who wanted to be a Prince. He got what he wanted, had to take him in the first round because I knew some teams behind me were licking their chops. He did it all in high school. He's going to do it all for this team. Bel Air Princes are more than happy for our first round pick to be Ryan Wallace out of South Carolina.
And with the eighth pick in the Season 3 BFFL Draft, the Chestertown Clownfish select Jimmy Sense, wide receiver, Westminster College.
Took Jimmy Sense with my first overall pick. Total stud for the Clownfish last year. He was my MVP, my favorite target, and it's going to be a homecoming between me and him this year.
And with the ninth pick in the Season 3 BFFL Draft, the Chestertown Clownfish select Brandon Debkowski, quarterback, St. Mary's College of Maryland.
I took Brandon Debkowski with my second pick this year in the draft. 6'4" unit quarterback for me this year. I want to join the receiving group, so I'm looking for him to lead the team this year.
And with the 10th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Bel Air Princess select Casey Gilmore, wide receiver, Providence.
Casey Gilmore. I don't know how this guy fell in the draft. I saw him on my draft board. I had to take him. Coming down from Providence, the elements have nothing on him from the cold Northeast. In addition to this, he played rugby in high school. True grit. He will, of course, be a great addition to the team. No doubt about it.
And with the 11th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Park Heights Demons select Chris Sapienza, wide receiver, Maryland. With our second pick in the draft, we took Chris Sapienza. Last year on the Mongoose, again, I'm sorry to hear that again. But yeah, they were average, but Chris Sapienza is the reason why they were anything at all. Like, it's the reason why they won a single game. The man's a stud, deep ball threat, short ball threat, medium threat. He's a threat everywhere on the field. Great defender. He's one of the top receivers. I'm surprised he fell this far. And yeah, Chris Sapienza, he's a stud, and he's everything I could ask for. I think he's another great piece to this puzzle to win the third championship. I think he's going to fit in great for our system, and just welcome the Demons, Chris Sapienza. I'm glad to have you, and we're winning number 3 with you. And with the 12th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Parkville Stoats select Max Bleach, wide receiver, Maryland.
Max the Beast Bleach, second round pick. He's going to be an animal for the Stoats this year. He's really slept on.
And with the 13th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Cockeysville Coyotes select RJ Farrick, wide receiver, JMU.
With my second round pick, I took RJ Farrick. Also goes to JMU. Also can play some football. He's like a Julian Edelman type. That's why I got him, like a slot receiver, Cooper Kupp kind of thing. I mean, he's a tenacious on the defensive side of the ball, and he's also an offensive superstar. So, I mean, just a easy stud pick. So, welcome to the Coyotes, RJ Farrick.
And with the 14th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Timonium Flamingos select Connor Fitzgerald, wide receiver, Piedmont College.
I drafted Connor Fitzgerald because he is very athletic as well. Plays cross, so he has stamina to run up and down the field. Won't get tired on offense, won't get tired on defense. And that's what being a Flamingo is about.
And with the 15th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Hunt Valley Hot Dogs select James Ugarte, wide receiver, Loyola Marymount.
James Ugarte in the second round because he is fast.
And with the 16th pick in the BFFL Season 3 draft, the Gettysburg Ghosts select James Hobson, quarterback out of CCBC and Valvoline.
Our next pick was James Hobson, another Tier A quarterback. And then he's also has receiving threats. So now we have 2 quarterbacks when some teams struggle for one, and we're just really excited for how this offense is going to look.
And with the 17th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Gettysburg Ghosts select Thomas Bethune, wide receiver, Stevenson University.
Our third pick involved Thomas Bethune. He's a defensive specialist. So now that we've gotten some good offense on both sides, we have gotten some good offensive picks. We made this pick solely with defense in mind.
And with the 18th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Hunt Valley Hot Dogs select Austin Muma, wide receiver, CCBC.
Austin is fast.
And with the 19th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Timonium Flamingos select Brian Walters, quarterback, CCBC.
I drafted Lamar Action Brian Jackson because he's QB1. He's mobile. He can throw. And he distributes the ball really well. So that's what we like.
And with the 20th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Cockeysville Coyotes select Caleb Smith, quarterback, James Madison.
With my third round pick, another JMU guy. You know, JMU recruits a lot of great football players, so attacked that college a lot. Caleb Smith, also from Loudoun County, Virginia. He's a high school quarterback. He's a stud. Also won a intramural flag football champion with Cooper Giesler. So the chemistry's there, the connection's there. I mean, this team's dangerous. So welcome to the Coyotes, Caleb Smith.
And with the 21st pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Chestertown Clownfish select Nate Miller, wide receiver, Towson.
I took Owen Campbell, my 5th pick in the draft this year. I really like the stuff I saw with him on the Demons. I think he's underrated. Defensive unit as well. Welcome to the Seafish.
And with the 22nd pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Park Heights Demons select Kyrie Day, wide receiver, University of Maryland. And with the Demons' 3rd pick of the draft, we took Kyrie Day. Kyrie Day, very familiar to the Demons. Jimmy Bowl II champ. He's a stud, fast, great defender, great catch, reliable receiver. He's pretty good in every facet of the game. He's the type of guy you just want on your team. He obviously knows the winning culture of last year being on Demons and being a champion. And yeah, I'm glad that we could get Kyrie here, and I'm glad to have him back. And hopefully we can continue our winning ways together and never lose in the playoffs like the Demons never have. And Kyrie Day hopefully will, be back at the Demons and pick up where we left off. And with the 23rd pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Bel Air Princess select Mitchell McClure, wide receiver, Virginia Tech.
Mitchell McClure, Big Mitch, coming in from Virginia Tech. Man's locked me up last year when I had to play him. It was an unfortunate time for me, but now it's a fortunate time because I get him on the team. Absolute fighter. Know for sure that he'll be locking up opposing receivers.
And with the 24th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Chestertown Clownfish select Ian Bowden, wide receiver, Virginia Tech.
Took Nate Miller with my 3rd pick. I played rec basketball with this man a while back. He's a defensive powerhouse, a unit, and he's not letting the ball get taken away from him. He's going to be a beast for me.
And with the 25th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Chestertown Clownfish select Owen Campbell, wide receiver, Randolph-Macon.
Took Ian Bode with my 4th pick this year. Mr. Reliable, speedster. Look for him to run deep routes for me this year.
And with the 26th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Bel Air Princess select Jack Schramm, wide receiver, Virginia Tech.
Jack Schramm, an OG member of the franchise back when we were the Beltways. Of course, that era is over, but true leadership qualities. He was captain last year. This is a good character pick, in addition to his hands of gold, catches anything that comes his way, and of course brings experience from high school in flag football. So very happy to have Jack back on the team.
And with the 27th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Park Heights Demons select Bailey Brunner, wide receiver, Wheeling University. With our 4th pick of the draft, we took Bailey Brunner. Bit of a mystery. I don't know if he's going to show up. If he shows up, I like what we're getting. We're getting a nice, reliable center, short guy, short rap guy. Not height. He's a little taller than me. But Bailey Brunner might have been a little bit of a reach in the pick, but great guy. That's what we'll say. Well, great guy. But no, he's a good player. Eldrick Sight, good player. He didn't want to show up to the Biscuits last year because they stunk, which I don't blame him. But yeah, he's a good guy, good player. I'm glad to have him on the Demons. And yeah, I finally promised him. I fulfilled the promise of him being on the Demons. And yeah, welcome to the Demons, Bailey. And with the 28th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Parksville Stoats select Chris Doyle, wide receiver, Harvard.
Chris Doyle, the former Stoat, big presence on the field, fast, lean, muscular, all-around great athlete.
And with the 29th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Cockeysville Coyotes select Matt Dudas, wide receiver, University of Maryland.
With my 4th round pick, the Coyotes selected Matt Dudas. I mean, another easy pick. He's like 6'4". He can jump really high. He's a Delaney guy, so me and him go way back since actually middle school. He's fast. He's a great defender. He tries really hard, and he's coming off a fresh torn ACL, so he wants to get that revenge back. He wants to show everyone that he's back. He's better than ever. So he's really looking forward to this flag football season, and excited to see him on the Coyotes.
And with the 30th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Timonium Flamingos select Aaron Ziegler, wide receiver from York College.
Drafted Aaron Ziegler because he's played baseball with him. He's really fast. So, he'd be really good deep threat. It's going to be tough for a DB to match up against him.
And with the 31st pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Hunt Valley Hot Dogs select Jake Mills, wide receiver, Alfred State.
Funk is fast.
And with the 32nd pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Gettysburg Ghosts select Evan Silwick, wide receiver, University of Maryland, Baltimore County.
Our 4th round pick was Evan Silwick. Was a captain last year. He shouldn't be there in the 4th round. We're happy to grab him. He can play well on both sides of the league, and I've heard that he's in peak shape frisbee form. So he's ready. He's ready for a lot of running, and he's ready to go.
And with the 33rd pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Gettysburg Ghosts select J.D. Funk, wide receiver, University of Maryland.
Our 5th pick with J.D. Funk, who we traded straight up for Jake Mills. Both are amazing players. We're excited for Mills' explosiveness and brains of the organization like last year. So glad to have him back. He's a 33-time Ghost now, so Mills is a forever Ghost.
And with the 34th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Hunt Valley Hot Dogs select Haltef Beggy, wide receiver, CCBC, kind of.
Haltef is fast.
And with the 35th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Timonium Flamingo select Cole Place, wide receiver, Towson.
I drafted Cole Placey because, he was on the team last year. He was really good offensively. He can work on defense, but, he's really competitive. And I really want competitive players because you don't want anyone to be fine with losing. We want to win. We want to bring home the Jimmy Ball, and I believe he can help us do that.
And with the 36th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Cockyville Coyotes select Cam Geisler, wide receiver, Delaney.
With our 5th round pick, we selected Cam Geisler, absolute stud. He is about like 220, middle linebacker. If you want to think of someone like a Sean Lee type player, that's exactly him. And he's also a great tight end presence. Fresh off of Delaney high school football season, so he's got football in his blood. So looking forward to having him on the Coyotes.
And with the 37th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Parkville Stoats select Tommy Smith, wide receiver, University of Maryland.
Tommy Smith is a BFFL veteran. Had some beef in the past, cleared up the beef, squashed it. Now he's going to be my favorite target on the field.
And with the 38th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Park Heights Demons select Kion Stevenson, wide receiver, CCBC. The Demons' 5th pick, we took Kion Stevenson. I'll be honest, I don't really know much about him. I just know he's Kyrie Day's cousin, and he should be a very good player. He should get along with Kyrie, and I think that he'll be one of the better players on the team. I think he'll be able to mesh together with the team. I think he'll be a pivotal role and play a great role in this team's success. And I think that'll, I'm hoping that Kyrie will teach him the Demons' ways and that it runs his family blood of winning in the BFFL. And I hope that Kion will help us win the championship this year. With the 39th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Bel Air Princess select Billy Donahue, wide receiver / quarterback, Colorado Boulder.
Billy Donahue, another guy who fell too far in the draft. I have no clue what the other captains were doing. Of course, played rugby in high school, another rugby guy added to the squad, and put up big numbers for the Stoats last year, this past summer. So looking forward to the production that he brings to our team.
And with the 40th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Chestertown Clownfish select Brett Weiner, wide receiver, St. Mary's College of Maryland.
Took Brett Weiner with the 6th pick in the draft this year. Big work buddies. He slept on. He'll do the job for us this year, though.
And with the 41st pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Chestertown Clownfish select Deli Jackson, quarterback, Palm Beach Atlantic University.
Deli Jackson finds his way back to the Clownfish. People kept passing on him. I said, I want this guy. He will have a breakout year this year. Believe that.
And with the 42nd pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Bel Air Princess select Christian Toomey, wide receiver, Gettysburg.
Christian Toomey, the Italian stallion. Need I say more? Another guy who was on the original Beltway's team back in Season 1. Of course, times have changed. Our contention status is way up here. And picks like him just add to that. So very excited to see what he has to offer to the squad.
With the 43rd pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Park Heights Demons select Matthew Oliviero, wide receiver, CCBC. Our 6th pick in the draft, we got Matthew Oliviero. Oh boy, Matthew Oliviero. It's the guy we wanted. He's a nice, reliable receiver. He's a lot like Bailey Brunner in some ways. And I think that he'll get along with the Demons culture. He's not the biggest Demons fan before here, but I'm sure we can convert that when he learns how to win. Sorry, he was on the Beltways last year, 2 years ago, and Biscuits last year. Man, I need to teach him how to win. I think we can get him to win, and he'll be a pivotal role again. Like everyone on this team is a pivotal role, but Matthew Oliviero, he'll be a great role player in this team, and he's a great, reliable hands, great defender, reliable to show up. He's everything you want in a player. So welcome to the Demons, Matthew. And with the 44th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Parkville Stoats select Tommy Rogers, wide receiver, Loyola Blakefield.
Tommy Rogers, Kairos chemistry. That's all I have to say.
And with the 45th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Cockeysville Coyotes select Robbie Gayman, wide receiver, University of Maryland.
Their 6th round pick, the Coyotes selected Robbie Gayman. Another easy pick. I mean, all around stud. He's about like 6'2", 200, hits the weights really hard. He's a great defensive guy and also manageable wide receiver, And with the 6th round pick, that's all we're looking for. Just a guy who clocks in, clocks out, just all around stud. That's exactly who we got in Robbie Gayman.
And with the 46th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Timonium Flamingo select Bradley Williams, wide receiver, CCBC.
I drafted Bradley Williams because
And with the 47th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Hunt Valley Hot Dogs select Liam Duckworth, wide receiver, Reed College.
For my 6th round pick, I went with Liam Duckworth. Here you clearly see the drop-off in talent, especially when you compare him to all of my prior picks. But that's okay.
And with the 48th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Gettysburg Ghosts select Luke Amaral, wide receiver, University of Maryland.
Our 6th round pick with Luke Emerald on the Demons last year. Man's a beast. Also has a beef with Delp, so that's just added fuel to the fire. No reason why he should be there in the 6th. I think he might be the sleeper of the draft, and can't wait to add him to this team.
And with the 49th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Gettysburg Ghosts select Tony Pastorio, wide receiver, Stevenson.
Our next pick was Tony Pastorio, and he brings excitement to the games. He's fast. He's a bold lightning little rabbit. We're excited to have him on both offense and defense, and if we can keep the throw up down, he's a tier 1 player.
And with the 50th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Hunt Valley Hot Dogs select Neil Harvey, wide receiver, Delaney.
For the 7th round pick, I decided to go with Neil Harvey. This may come as a surprise to many because he doesn't have the overt qualities you'd expect from a member of the Hot Dogs. He doesn't have the elite speed. He doesn't have that elite stamina. He doesn't have that elite size or athleticism or vertical as some or most of his other teammates, but that's okay because he makes up for it. He makes up for it with his mentality and his high IQ. He's a first one in, last one out kind of guy. He's a put his head down and grind kind of guy. He's
And with the 51st pick in the Season 3 BFFL Draft, the Timonium Flamingos select Kyle Kennedy, wide receiver, Delaney.
I drafted Kyle Kennedy mainly because of defensive reasons, you know. He can cover up really well. He's really good at coverage. He's got to work on the hands a bit more. He can't really catch the ball. He kind of sucks at that, but he's fast. And he's a wide receiver's nightmare.
And with the 52nd pick in the Season 3 BFFL Draft, the Cockeysville Coyotes select Sam Brookman, wide receiver, College of Charleston.
7th-round pick, we're thinking. I was looking at the board and I was like, man, there's I don't see many people out here. But then I see Sam Brookman, easily the best player left it on that board. And I was really happy with that pick. He's going to provide an impact on the team right away. So looking forward to having him on the team.
And with the 53rd pick in the Season 3 BFFL Draft, the Parkville Stowe select James Conway, wide receiver, Franklin and Marshall.
James Conway, absolute legend on the wrestling field. We'll see how it plays in his first season in the BFFL.
And with the 54th pick in the Season 3 BFFL Draft, the Park Heights Demons select Terrell Lothar, wide receiver, Baltimore City Community College. And with the 7th pick, the Demons, we took Terrell Lothar. Oh man, we got a steal here. How did he fall in the 7th round? I don't know. I do know because no one knows who he is. They'll know who he is at the end of the year. This man is a guaranteed 1st or 2nd round pick next year. He's a great athlete. I've seen this man play basketball. I've seen this man play football. He's a stud. I've seen him lift weights. My boy Saucy, bro. He's saucy. He didn't get the name Saucy for nothing, bro. This kid's a stud. He's going to be a big role. He's going to play a great role in this team. And, yeah, Saucy, bro. Welcome to the Demons. I'm glad to have you. He's going to get a first ring this year. And, yeah, love to have you. And with the 55th pick in the Season 3 BFFL Draft, the Bel Air Princess select Jake Hill, wide receiver, Calvert Hall.
Jake Hill. As much as I would love a team of Loyola guys, we got to bring in different talents, different cultures. Calvert Hall, they run a tight ship over there. Played lacrosse for Calvert Hall. Had to take him. Don't know why he fell. Feel like all my picks are like this. I don't know what the other captains are doing. But Jake Hill, welcome to the team. We are more than happy to have you.
And with the 56th pick in the Season 3 BFFL Draft, the Chestertown Clownfish select Owen Garcia, wide receiver, Virginia Tech.
Took Owen Garcia with the 8th pick this year. I thought he was the best player on the Stoats. Don't know how he fell this low. Glad to have him part of the squad.
And with the 57th pick in the Season 3 BFFL Draft, the Chestertown Clownfish select Connor Gill, wide receiver, Catholic University of America.
Connor Gill was my last pick. I didn't really have any other choice. We'll see how he does this year, I guess.
And with the 58th pick in the Season 3 BFFL Draft, the Bel Air Princess select Nick Lawrenson, wide receiver, South Carolina.
Nick Lawrenson, another South Carolina guy. Great character pick. Met him over the summer. And amazing work on the camera in Season 2. But those hands will be put to work with the football now. So looking forward to seeing how his performance on the field leads to the production of this team. And also has family that went to Duquesne. So gotta pick him. Gotta.
And with the 59th pick in the Season 3 BFFL Draft, the Park Heights Demons select Garrett Snelling, wide receiver, Towson University. And with the Demons' 8th pick, we took Garrett Snelling. Garrett Snelling, soccer player. I saw him on the Knights last year. He's a nice speedster. He was a deep threat, good defender. He's a nice, solid player and good pickup for the Demons. I think that he's reliable to come to the games. He's just going to be fast. He's a good player, and I think he's going to play a pivotal role again, like everyone on this team. I ain't going to show up and just be there and he's gonna get this winning mentality. The Demons, we're gonna build a good culture, and yep, Garrett Snelling will be a part of it. Welcome to the Demons. Over the 16th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Parkville Stowe select George Apostle, wide receiver, Mount St. Mary's University.
George Apostle, the big man on the field. He might be 5'6", but he's 7'8" at heart.
With the 61st pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Cockeysville Coyotes select Jeremiah Brown, wide receiver, Old Dominion.
With the 8th round pick, we selected my boy Jeremiah Brown. You know, him and I go way back since middle school. Looking forward to having him on the team. Feel like he's just going to be a great defensive guy, great offensive guy, you know, just a stud all around. Not really, he's pretty much just no flaws. He's just all around stud. Honestly, he probably should have been like a top 3 round pick, but lucky to have him at round 8.
With the 62nd pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Timonium Flamingos select Kevin Green, wide receiver, Boston College.
I drafted Kevin Green because he's pretty built, and I got a bit of a analysis from Bradley Williams during the draft. So, yeah.
And with the 63rd pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Hunt Valley Hot Dogs select Ian Williams, wide receiver, Towson University.
Now, honestly, Ian Williams, I don't know who he is. I know nothing about him other than his name. And so hopefully turns into a value pick. I have high hopes for you, Ian. Hopefully you do well for us.
With the 64th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Gettysburg Ghosts select Andrew Castellano, wide receiver, Towson University.
Our 8th round pick, Andrew Castellano. Tight end, he said he's working on his hands. He's going to be a sneaky, good offensive piece on our team. And if we need to, he will be our quarterback 3. And I think he's better than most other teams' quarterback 1. So we already have 2 great quarterbacks, and he could be a 3rd if needed.
With the 65th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Gettysburg Ghosts select Brett Stoll, wide receiver, Massachusetts Maritime.
And the 9th overall pick, last pick of the draft, Brent Stoll, can't believe he's still there. Excited to have him on the team.
And with the 66th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Hunt Valley Hot Dogs select Azar Cosme, wide receiver, University of Maryland, Baltimore County.
Now for the final, the 9th round, which, if you didn't know, is also the last round, which is also the final round pick of the Hot Dogs. We chose Azar Kazmi. Why?
And with the 67th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Timonium Flamingos select Trevor Szymanski, wide receiver, Loyola Blakefield.
Last but not least, I drafted Trevor Szymanski because he's just absolute unit. You know, he's like 6'4". No, he's tall. He's huge. He'd be a very big target. He's good too. Got him in the last round. Absolute steal. All these teams that passed up on him, bad choice.
With the 68th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Cockeysville Coyotes select Andy Steinbacher, wide receiver, Penn State.
Yeah, with our last pick, we selected Andy Steinbacher. Rumor has it that he actually is electing to not play this season. I mean, if he doesn't want to play, that's fine. We don't really want him on the team either, if that's the case, because we can't have a toxic. But hey, if he wants to come back, we'll take him back. But if not, it's cool. But you're still dead to me, Andy Steinbacher, even though I have no idea who you are.
And with the 69th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Parkville Stowe select Andrew Maffezoli, wide receiver, New Haven. And with the 70th pick in the Season 3 BFFL draft, the Park Heights Demons select Joshua Fahili, wide receiver, Stevenson. And with our last but certainly not least pick, the 9th pick, we got Joshua Fahili. Joshua Fahili, I'm very familiar with him. He wrestled at Loyola, played flag football at Loyola. So I know his talents, I know his strengths, and he can be a great quarterback at times. He can be a great receiver at times. He's a very good player. He's a strong guy. He's in the military, and we were just glad to have him here. And he's welcome to the Demons, baby. Like our final missing piece to our championship run. Joshua Healy, welcome to the Park Heights. With the 71st pick of the Season 3 BFFL Draft, the Bel Air Princess select Kevin Delp, wide receiver, Loyola Blakefield.
Kevin Joseph Delp, number 81 for Loyola's middle school football team. As a tight end, he went insane this year. He called me multiple times telling me of all the highlights. Wish I was there to see it. Of course, I got the scouting report from my parents. This pick is excellent and an amazing way for the Bel Air Princess to finish their Season 3 draft.
With the 72nd pick in the Season 3 BFFL Draft, the Parkville Stowe select Nick Sapienza, wide receiver, Mount St. Joe.
Nick Sapienza. Need I say more?